let's talk fragrance reviews. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Through the years, almost over a decade now, there have been enthusiasts who have enjoyed fragrances and decided to go ahead and make YouTube content, blogging content. Over the years, it's grown. And within that time, a handful of individuals have went ahead and created their own fragrances. They partnered with brands and or released their own through their own efforts. I am here to talk to you about not the first, but one of the first before it became a trend, practically a cereal box prize. Let's get into this review. Taking us back to 2015, after Kerosene Fragrances released his house, his line took the whole YouTube by storm and was an internet sensation and an icon. Shouts out to you, John. But I am here to talk about the House of 4160 Tuesdays. Sarah definitely did her thing, and she knew that Max knew that they were going to come out with a hit. We are talking about Maxed Out from 4160 Tuesdays. Notes that you are getting out of this are a lot of cumin, some coconut, some tobacco, some cannabis even, so I'll touch on that in a minute. A lot of rum, some musk. It is a fragrance not meant for everyone. It is not going to be a safe fragrance, a safe blind buy by any means, but any fragrance enthusiast will appreciate this. You get a lot of the cumin. You know, it is a spicy fragrance, but it does at times come off with a little bit of body odor, funk. You get a little bit of cannabis, providing the freshness. Not that it necessarily smells like you're actually smoking the joint, but just that it is there in the aroma, you know. Lots of rum, so maybe not wear this to work, especially with the cannabis. You might get screened a few times. Fragrances take you back and give you like this mood. You know, they're meant to uplift your mood. Other fragrances will give you photorealistic representations of whatever they're trying to be, a la gourmands. This fragrance is meant to put you in a scent memory or a place. Now, while I didn't know Max back in 2003, which is the time frame that this fragrance is supposed to be taking place, I have done like particular events because this fragrance is supposed to be a night out, going to a club, lounge, bar, whatever your preference is. But in particular, Max was at a club and had a few joints in his leather jacket, had a great night, some rum, wasn't able to really, you know, maybe attract a significant other, so they made a few phone calls, called some other people over, and just had a great night. And when you woke up the next morning, you kind of just had this, like the movie Hangover, like what just happened. So all of that is basically what's represented in this bottle, and I feel that it was done very well. This fragrance does perform, okay? This is eau de parfum strength. This fragrance does, for the first 3 hours, go a solid 4 feet, 5 feet even. It will fill a room, especially for somebody like me who sprays heavy. Then it does kind of mellow out, especially as everything progresses, but it never goes past a foot, right? You're always able to smell it, detect it. This is a fragrance that does give me 9 hours performance, 6 hours projecting with that wide range, and then the rest of the time it's just a nice sillage. Box and presentation. So you get this like very artisanal, maxed out and cursive. It's almost like a cardboard-ish maxed out parfum. It has a tape usually, so you'll have to break the seal. Maxed out, and it goes through the whole story. Let's see if it'll focus. Right there. Looks like when you open it, the fragrance itself, you'll have maxed out right there on the label. Maxed out parfum, batch code right there, 4,160 Tuesdays. So you won't be able to identify it without this label right here. This is the 30 ml. It cost $150 US retail. They do have other sizes available. And sprayer. There you go. Cap, nothing to write home about. If you've tried any decant, that's kind of what this cap is. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back next time with more of my unaverage thoughts.